myself out, but the hole just seems so deep. I'm trying to figure it out, letting go of feelings I can't keep. Don't wanna give up, don't wanna feel down, giving it some time for now. Wanna pretend they get up, like I could be good enough. Don't wanna lose this game, I'm tired of the same old chase. What about me and who I am? Sometimes it feels like I can't stand. You can't begin to know how it feels looking at me, 'cause it's all just pretend.
Good evening and welcome to ITW Radio. I'm all excited tonight. Got a young lady on the air with us tonight, Alyssa Caroline. How you doing, sweetheart?
Hi.
Hello.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. You were coughing last night. You seem to have gotten over it. For you
A
guys
little bit better.
For you guys that don't know, this is Alyssa Caroline. How old are you now?
I'm 16. I'm a junior.
16. I know. When I written the article about you, you were a year younger, so we had to change that tonight.
Yeah.
For you guys that don't know, this is one of the little sweetheart here now, and her voice. That's her new song, "Wanna Pretend." That one comes out on Friday, correct?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I know. Me
I
too.
can't
We
wait.
finally get to play it. I got the copy of it last night. Got to listen to it, man. You kick some butt, little one.
Thank you.
Yeah, for 16 years old and you have a voice like that, I wouldn't have pictured it. Or 17. I'm sorry.
16, yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought your mom said you were 17. When do you turn 17?
February
What date?
20th.
20th.
It's all twos and zeros. 2002.
I thought it would have been on like Valentine's Day or something.
Oh, I wish. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And romantic. I love it.
So you've got quite a career already. I mean,
Mhm.
you've been in Nashville a few times. You've been in New Jersey. You've been all over the map.
Yeah.
Is that-
I might actually be going to Nashville soon to record a music video, so that's pretty exciting.
yeah. So what's that all about?
Well, I kind of just started with the Nashville thing, so we're reaching out tonight and talking to a crew that I might be working with and potentially going and recording one of my songs. And the crew is actually some of the people that worked with 21 Pilots on one of their music videos, so I think that's really cool because I'm a huge fan. So
Yeah, they're not going to let you on American Idol or The Voice or any of that stuff because you would blow them all away. They would have to quit
Oh
right
my
off the
God.
bat.
not yet.
I don't know now. Your
Hope
songs.
so soon though.
You've been in the top 10 more than any artist that we have out of the what do we got, 4,000 artists now?
Yes.
Yeah, out of 4,000 artists, you've been in the top 10 more than any of them.
Oh my gosh,
So that's
that's so awesome.
I know there's a lot of people that love your music, I'll tell you that. So
I'm
tell
so
us a little
glad.
bit about yourself. You're 16.
Yeah, I am 16. I'm a junior in high school. I live in Wisconsin, and I am currently doing a school musical. They're doing Beauty and the Beast. I play Belle, and I'm excited. I enjoy playing the piano a lot, ukulele. In the spring, I do soccer, and I love hanging out with my friends and writing music, obviously, because that's what got me here.
So do you ever have time to like take a shower or anything or eat?
I know, yeah. My schedule's so crazy. It's just like one thing after the other. It's voice lesson to soccer practice to rehearsals to home to bed to sleep. It's barely any time to eat or shower or do any of the basic needs that we have.
Eating's got to be like, okay, grab a bag of chips and a
Yeah.
Slim Jim and I'm out the door.
Yeah, grab like a string cheese and a coffee and I'm ready to go.
Coffee? That's going to stunt your growth. You know that, right?
I'm pretty short already, but I'm pretty much done growing, so.
Well, you have quite the voice. So how long have you been singing? Usually when I ask people that, they're in their like 40s or 50s. Oh, I've been singing for 25 years. I mean,
Oh,
what have you been
yeah.
singing for 16
I
years
mean,
straight?
Yeah. I feel like coming out of the womb, I just like cry sang. I feel like to me, it just kind of always grew up being the dramatic little drama queen that I am, and like dancing until I was 7-ish, and that's when I first started doing like musicals, and that's what really got me into like the whole passion for arts in general. So I kind of grew up doing dance and like writing and stuff like that because I just always enjoyed like writing classes, and so then it kind of carried on to like if you fast forward to a few years later, and then I started writing music, and that's kind of how I started like getting into the whole producing and recording and stuff like that.
Yeah, we get a lot of people that send their music in, and then most of the time it's like, yeah. I remember the day I think it was my daughter that told me. Oh, it was her. That came up and she goes, "Dad, you got to listen to this girl." I'm like, I don't have time right now, sweetheart. I'm real busy. And she goes, no. And she starts playing it on her phone. I guess she was on Reverb Nation or something.
Oh, yeah.
And it could have been YouTube. I don't remember. She just said, no, you got to listen to her music. And it was Bump in the Road.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, that's pretty good. She got any other stuff? Oh, yeah, Merry Go Round. Well, I talked to you not long after that. I guess emails got messed up or something. And eventually got a hold of me. And then you were telling me about Merry Go Round. I want you to tell these people, because you write all your music, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what's cool about it.
I started like writing a little poetry and stuff, and then once I went out to meet with some producers in New Jersey, I kind of formed a team. So I write most of my music, and then I co-write it with a producer, and he helps me fine-tune things. So like Merry Go Round, that one's just about life is kind of crazy sometimes, and so I wanted to be able to put that into words into a song, and he helped me with that, and that was like how the whole song just kind of came together with his vision and my vision, and we just worked like that, which is awesome.
Well, what about the part when you said, when I asked you, I mean, this is what, a year ago now, I asked you, I said, how do you get your inspiration? What do you do? And then you told me something about you going to, they've got all your bios and stuff up here. I don't even need to read them. I've been talking to you long enough and following your career. You had mentioned something that I thought was really neat, is that, I mean, especially for your age, is with everything going on in the world, that sometimes you just go in a room and then you go into your own space, and that was where Merry Go Round came in, right? Or Bump in the Road?
Mm-hmm. Bump in the Road, that was a poem I originally wrote, and then it kind of, I showed my team, and they were like, oh my god, this is so cool. We have like a song idea. And I was like, okay, dope, let's go with it. And so that's kind of how Bump in the Road was formed. So that was just, I like to take personal experiences, and then I kind of just go into a trance where I'm like in a mode where I can't be bothered, and everything just spills out, like my heart and soul goes onto paper, and then I kind of work with some people, show them what I've got, and eventually I've been able to like come up with my own melodies, my own like piano accompaniment, stuff like that. So it kind of just goes into a little trance, and there leads the way.
Yeah, I remember you told me, I didn't even have to write it down when I was talking to you. I was driving down the road, and you said, yeah, with so much stuff that's going on in the world, it's bad. I can get like to my own little zone in my own little world. Was that Bump in the Road you were talking about, or was it Merry Go Round? Or
that was my first ever original piece that I wrote by myself 100%, fantasy. And that one I actually didn't really know how to play piano very well. So I had my piano instructor at the time help me put my song into like chords. And so that one was about how when everything just seems wrong, I just escape and go into this little place in my mind where I can just be anything I want to be, and like life is just great then. And there are things that are wrong with the world, and like sometimes I just wish I could just get away from it all. So that's kind of the first song that I ever wrote.
Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry, I had to adjust my chair back. Whenever my IT guy gets in it, Chris, the one you were talking to, he drops it down. I have to get back into it. My legs are kind of cramped up on me. Yeah, well, I'm really, really impressed with you, which is hard to impress me after 40 something years to listen to artists and stuff. I can usually tell when somebody has it, when they don't. You definitely have it, and I think you know that too because you're really sought after, right? You got an interview after this show tonight as well.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I'm Skype calling the people out in Nashville for the music video.
Well, that's cool. So when are you supposed to be
Mhm.
doing that?
Um, I'm not sure yet. This will be the first call that we have with them, so I'm really excited. But I hope it's soon because I can't wait to get like
Well, you
a
can.
full-on music video out.
Yeah, you can tell them to go on ITW Radio and look at all the people that have requested you as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
you have
sure.
we have a pretty good listening audience. It's a little over I don't know 600,000 with the Putman Way and everything. So
Hmm.
I mean, you've had a lot of people over the last I guess what about a year now.
Yeah, I know it's so awesome.
I know I'm amazed that you're I'm not amazed that you're in the number one spot all the time, but with all the music and artists we have that we play different genres every day that they're clicking on yours. No, when's this? When's she coming out with more music? I don't know. I don't talk to her every day. She's busy.
Gotta follow my Instagram, then you can see Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm always posting about stuff like that.
I don't know anything about Instagram. I don't. I have a Twitter account. I don't even know how to work it.
Yeah, I know.
You saw-
Twitter's not for me, but Instagram is definitely my forte.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I know my kids come in and run in and do stuff with me, do that phone thing and Instagram me all the time. And oh, Dad, you made one national thing, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, something you said, and I don't know. They try to catch me off guard all the time. They'll run in and snatch my hat off and smack me and stuff like that. You don't do
Oh my
that to your
gosh.
parents, do you? You
It
don't.
sounds like a good
You don't
time.
Instagram your parents, do you?
No. I
No.
mean, they follow me on Instagram and they can see like my posts and stuff, but I follow them back and I'll give them a like every once in a while just to keep their ratings up.
So when does your the Beauty and the Beast open up?
That is in 2 weeks, I believe, on the 11th of October, which I'm so happy about because it was an incredible journey so far, and I'm just really great,
Well, yeah,
really glad to like share it with everyone.
you got the lead role and stuff. You must be like the
Mhm.
most popular kid at school too, right?
Oh my gosh, I wish, kind of, but I mean, popularity doesn't really matter to me about that kind of stuff. Just more having people who I'm this high school like year I've been able to realize to just surround myself with people I enjoy and people who want to enjoy me as a person. And so like Beauty and the Beast, also I'm so excited about surrounding myself with all these great like people who also share the same passion as me, and being able to be Belle is going to be so much fun for like giving little kids that inspirational message that you can do anything you want. Like being a Disney princess is so cool. It's always been a little girl's dream, and for me to be able to do that, that's awesome.
So let me ask you this: I mean, you're still in high school. You got a couple more years of high school left.
Hmm.
Then what happens? I mean, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You going to college? You just going straight to Nashville? You
I am
going to be a soccer
for
player? Hollywood?
I wish I was that athletic. I just wanted to be able to be like a different kind of team for soccer. That's like my only athleticism that I have, really. But I definitely want to go to college, and I hope to be getting my bachelor's degree in either music production or music composition. I've been looking at some colleges recently. I haven't been looking at specific ones up until like a few weeks ago, but I definitely want to go to college and be able to get an education that most people do get and are able to put into use for different things in the future. But I do hope that after college or sometime soon, I can be performing in front of people and in front of a big crowd and sharing my message and stuff.
Oh, I know that's going to happen. So where are you going to college at? In California?
Oh no, my parents won't let me. It's too far away. Um, their limit is 6 hours away.
Oh man.
Just because they love me that much.
Well, how are you going to make it to Hollywood?
I know.
Or you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen, don't you? You're either going to be heading Hollywood or Nashville, and your parents are going to be packing up and moving with you.
Yeah, they'll have to come with me. I will drag them by the ears. But yeah, I love them too much to not be too far away from them.
Remember what I told you? Every time I talk to you on the phone, I tell you what. Stay away from the boys.
Yeah.
Little boys
Little
boys are the devil. They're going to wreck your career.
That's true. Yeah, boys haven't been a big priority in my life recently. I felt like that's not what I want to focus on in life, especially not in high school.
Good for you.
Boys are definitely not as smart as girls in juniors. Sorry for all you high schoolers out there, but definitely.
I'm 56 and I'm still not as smart as you, so don't worry about it. I'm still immature. My kids tell me I need to grow up all the time, but unfortunately I didn't get the book on it.
Yeah, the instruction manual on how to be mature.
So the last time I talked to you, well, one of the times, I think it was the last time I talked to you, you were getting ready to get your driver's license. Mm-hmm. Did you ever get that?
Yes, I did. I passed with only 2 wrong. And embarrassing enough, one of them was because I didn't know how to turn on my headlights.
That's not that bad. Just drive down the road in the dark. Get a flashlight. Yeah. You'll figure that out, especially, Wisconsin's pretty dark.
Mm-hmm.
So
especially at nighttime in the winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been awesome being able to have my license because it gives me a new experience and like a new kind of freedom that I have now, and that's also been like I love driving. I love it. Like it's just it's relaxing, but also like skill building, which is cool.
Your parents let you go out and drive by yourself now?
When I can, when they actually want me to.
Yeah, that's scary.
Like, yeah.
Well,
like I have a very tight schedule, so obviously I need to get some places sometime. And my mom couldn't be here because she and my dad and my other brothers, they have soccer games, so.
Yeah, so are you getting a car yet, or?
Yeah, I actually do have a car. It's a really nice 2016 RAV4.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah, I picture you in a Jeep.
Queen.
I picture you in a Jeep heading out through the desert and stuff with a guitar on your back and the little dog in the front. The little Taco Bell dog.
I definitely want a dog.
What kind?
Maybe a husky retriever. Those are the cutest dogs ever. Like, they're so cute. I love puppies.
Yeah, stay away from the punnables. You know what the punnables are?
No.
That's the little tiny ones you kick and they go, you punt them like a football.
Knowing me, I would be so clumsy enough that I would actually run into like a little puppy that I wouldn't be able to see.
Gosh.
But yeah,
so now,
I love puppies.
Are any of the local radio stations there playing your music yet?
Not yet, no.
What is wrong with them?
I still have to put myself out there more.
Oh, what is wrong with those people?
I think in Milwaukee, it's definitely about connections in like any other place. But the voice teacher that I've been working with, she is a local, like pretty much known throughout the area. So she's got a lot of good connections that she might be able to help me out with some of that. So that's cool.
Well, I don't imagine it'll be too much longer. You'll be riding down the road. What do you think it's going to feel like when you're riding down the road and you're hearing your music play? Think you're going to freak out?
Oh my God. That would be a dream. I would actually cry. I'd be so happy. I would just, oh my gosh. I can't even imagine that now, but I really want that to be a goal. So
if you had
that'd be awesome.
What's one of the stations you would want to be played on there? Give me the station because I'm going to call them and tell them how many people you have listening. Oh my God. I'm serious. Give it to me right now.
97.3. That's my favorite one.
97.3. Do you know what their call letters are?
No, I don't.
Which city is that in?
Milwaukee.
Okay. Make me a note to call him in the morning.
Will do.
I'll show them our our stats and our figures. I mean, we have people all over the world. We have China.
We actually got Turkey and Mexico added now. We have South Korea, North Korea. We have Australia.
We have
my
not
gosh.
North Korea, South Korea.
No, we had North Korea last night.
We have a North Korea. Oh man, Kim Jong Un is probably listening to your song.
They're probably like sitting on the border, like they're probably sitting just like so they can hop back over.
Right?
I don't know the Korean dialect, or I would do the Alyssa Caroline. You play music.
we have France and everywhere.
Yeah, I
We're
mean
worldwide.
Yeah, the radio station here is played worldwide. That's the one thing that
Oh
I
my gosh.
insisted on. You know, when we set everything up, is because there's artists all over the world. Two of our artists are going to, and I'm not going to mention their name right now, but they have a tour now that they've just picked up for China, right?
Yes, they're actually going to be on next week on the 1st.
Yeah, that's
Oh
right.
my gosh.
Now we can go ahead and say their names. Three Dimensional.
Yes, they're out of Tampa.
Yeah, and they're also going to be playing. I'm not going to announce it yet, but they're also going to be playing with a big name in the rock band. If you get a chance, I'll get Marie and them to send you over the link to Three Dimensional.
Yeah, for sure. I'll take a listen. That sounds.
Yeah, the
they sound
boys are
cool.
close to her age, so
Yeah, they're about your age, and these kids kick butt. I mean, they just now picked up a gig for heading over to China. I want to say it
Oh
was
my
because
God.
of us, but
That's
I don't think so.
awesome.
yeah.
They're like you. They have a lot of talent. So I can see you heading over to China. Stay away from North Korea, by the way, until after they get all the nuclear sites.
I definitely want to travel, but I mean, North Korea wouldn't be on the top of my list yet.
Yeah, and if you go to Singapore, don't chew any gum. Don't spit it on the sidewalk. That's what I was.
Japan.
Isn't that illegal?
Japan either.
Yeah, Japan. Don't chew any
It's
gum.
illegal there too.
Yes,
No, they just
it's
don't have
they
garbage.
they're very strict about it because some of my young ladies they used to chew gum there and they got in some serious trouble. I mean they don't take that well.
I almost went to jail in
no.
Singapore for spitting. I had a piece of gum and I threw it toward the trash can. And this was when I was younger, and it bounced off and it went on the ground. And this, they were gonna arrest me. for
Oh
that.
no!
But then again,
Yeah, I know that's illegal. I've heard that before. It's crazy.
But then again, I got a $150 ticket for smoking a cigarette in Denver, in the city limits.
But look how beautiful their place is. I mean, when you're in the city limits, not outside, but when you're in the city limits. so.
Denver's not that pretty.
No, I was referring to Japan. I wasn't referring to Denver.
Japan, I don't know. Japan, when I went over there, because I've been all over the world, and you go over to Japan, and they have these little tiny pods. Me and my ex-wife had to sleep in this thing. It looked like an egg.
Oh yeah. They have so much technology there. It's like I'm surprised they don't have flying cars
Yeah, but I had to pay $150 to sleep in an egg.
per night.
Yeah. It's $150 to sleep in a pod, and it was like sleeping on a train where you pull down the thing.
Oh yeah.
I was like, God,
Was
I
it
hope-
comfortable at least?
well, yeah, it was kind of comfortable. I mean, I felt too claustrophobic. Plus,
Okay, yeah.
I kept praying I would pass gas on my ex-wife at the time. I was like, come on, let me just have this one, God, please. Didn't
Precious
happen.
memories, huh?
Yeah. I wanted to drop an SDB on her so bad it was unreal. Anyways,
Oh my
are you going to be
gosh.
doing any touring? You playing any local
No,
places?
not yet. Not yet. Hopefully, I'll be able to. I'm starting off small with some cafes. I have to look into that more, but touring is definitely something I want to do down the road, which would be amazing. I've already been asked by a few people from different states to tour, which is cool.
Yeah, I talked to your mom about you coming down here next year, and I believe you were on the phone when no, you were in school.
I think she was in school when we
Yeah,
went
you were
for
in
it.
school.
Mm-hmm.
About coming down here, and I want to set it up with some different places down in Orlando, like the Hard Rock and some different places to
Oh
try to
my
get you
god,
in
that'd
down
be so
here.
awesome.
She's like, well, I'll have to look on her schedule, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. At 16, my schedule was, oh, let's see, am I going to get in trouble today? I don't know if I cut school or not. I cut school one time in my life, and it was in Tampa, Florida, and St. Pete Beach, or Clearwater Beach, was right across the bridge. So it was about 40 miles away. and my principal pulled right up beside me, and like,
Oh my god!
The only time I ever cut school at all, and my principal has to pull up beside me. You know, that's.
Was he cutting too?
It was a woman, and she was not nice.
Oh,
her name was. Actually, she was pretty cool about it. Her name was Miss Royer, and she looked over and she goes, "I know that's not you, Travis Roberts, because you would be at school." And I was like, "Wow, I'm already grounded, so, you know, I might as well go on to the beach." She never said a word about it.
Oh my god!
Never ratted me out or anything.
That's like the coolest principal ever.
Well, it's got to be kind of tough on your career right now because of your age. I mean, it's not like most people get started playing in bars and nightclubs and stuff. Hell, you can't even get into one yet.
No, yeah, not even legal yet. But I think that like the coffee shops are what my main target is for now, because obviously that's where they'll let me in and sing. But yeah, they my mom has got me booked from like 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. pretty much every day, especially with rehearsals for Broadway company.
Yeah, have we got a minute of her clip, because she's got to get out of here pretty soon. I want to play for our audience one of your songs so they'll know exactly which one you are.
Do we have Bump in the Road?
Let's see.
My newest one that has come out is You'll Be the One, and that is my personal favorite.
Do you have You'll Be the One or no, Chris? It should be in her file. If you can give us an extra second, hun, we'll do that.
If not, just
no worries.
Put Bump in the Road up, if not.
Yeah, that's my second favorite.
I was going to ask you, which is your favorite song out of all the ones you sing?
I feel like when I sing them, or when I get them back, they become my new favorite each time. So right now, right now, one that I wrote personally, has not been produced, was, it's called Brick Walls, and that one I wrote over the summer, like, after, like, a little bit before school began, but that one was my personal favorite because I just kind of got into it more and got into, like, me as an artist. So that one I can probably, like, send to you soon or something.
When are you gonna cut that one?
We go back to the studio. I don't know yet. We have to figure out a few days.
I don't see where you have enough time to do it.
I know. Probably definitely after Beauty and the Beast, but sometime soon, I hope. I missed
That's all right, Chris. If you can't find
New
it, Chris.
Jersey Shore.
Bump in the Road though.
Okay, here's Bump in the Road.
Works.
Yeah, you can keep her picture up there while it's going.
Okay. And this and.
I got my life to live, sights to see, places to go, someone to be. You made my heart melt, but didn't care how I felt. You've been a 1-month catastrophe. I thought I liked you, I thought we could be. What in the world was I thinking? The sun clears up the clouds, and I'm thinking aloud. I don't know how you always brought me down. Printed some back into totes, and you were a bump in the road.
There you go. Looking at you, I don't see all that coming out of you. I mean, you got all this stuff bottled up inside. You're like a little stick of dynamite. Just.
Oh yeah, I definitely have bursts of energy, especially at nighttime. But
how long does it take you to cut a song?
Like 2 to 3-ish hours, if we're on a good day.
That's it. Most of the artists that I know, it's like, well, we were working on this song for 2 or 3 months. We had this many outtakes. But when I talked to your mom, she said you're just natural. You just go in there, it comes out. They'll maybe take 1 or 2 takes, then they adjust the music, and then you're out of there.
Yeah, then starting off when I went into the studio, they were like, most professional singers only need a few takes before they go on to the next thing and before the song's done. And you're almost there, and then by the end of last spring, they're like, you only need like 3 takes for this and you're done with the song. Like, it was really cool to be able to make that progress and make those different changes. So, yeah.
Well, I know you have to get off of here. You get your thing. You're coming down on the last couple. Actually, we're just now going over what you're supposed to be on, but I'd love to have you on for the whole hour. You got to come back on. Where can people find your music at?
You can find me on SoundCloud, Alyssa Caroline, iTunes, Alyssa Caroline, Spotify, Alyssa Caroline, and I'm also on social media as Miss Caroline on Facebook and Instagram, and then Reverb Nation. I go through different things like that, so that's where you guys can find me.
I forgot to say IITW Radio, but you can't.
And IITW Radio, of course.
You get knocked points, kiddo.
But they can't purchase your music on here. They
How
can't.
could I forget?
They can't even download your music on here. If you guys want to get it, you have to go and buy it. All those places you just said, man, I can't wait for you to come back on again and follow your career.
I know, I'm so
And
happy.
if your
This
parents,
is so much fun.
if your parents want to get rid of you, I will adopt you. I still have a couple
That'll be
kids
the
left to go to
second
get
time.
out. Yeah, I still have a couple kids left to go get out of the house. Do I?
I actually already am adopted, so I mean, it would be a second adoption.
Okay, I got one last question from one of the people on here.
All right.
What's your ultimate dream as an artist? That's
To
comes from somebody
inspire.
on Facebook.
To inspire, for sure. To make people so moved by my music that they know that they can be anything that they want.
Well, that's pretty cool.
That's an
a good
amazing goal.
answer. Yeah, you're going to get me in trouble, though, because when I'm riding down the road and I'm listening to your music, you know, in my truck, and I'm driving down the road, I'm sitting there bumping, and I know the cops are thinking I'm on something because I should be just like, you know, old guy over there like this. I'm like a crackhead in the seat, you know, like I'm on too much Mountain Dew or something.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it was great having you on here. I know you have to go and
Thank
get your
you
other
so
interview.
much.
And
Yeah, I do.
yeah, we love you, kiddo, and I thank you for letting us share your music with the world. And you're an amazing, awesome young lady.
Thank you so
Right,
much.
and
Oh
I-
my gosh, this is so much. I have to come back to.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You got to promise me right now. Say, I promise I will be back on the radio.
Pinky promise.
Pinky, there you go, girl. You got it. All right. Well, you have a good evening, sweetheart, and we love your music.
too.
And we'll see you in Nashville, I guess, when you're walking by me, snubbing me. I'm not talking to that guy, you know.
Thank you so much.
All right. You have a good evening, kiddo.
Good night,
You
Alyssa.
too.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. That was Alyssa Caroline. God, she is just, I wish I had that much energy.
Oh, I know. She's just so much fun. She's so bubbly. We got a new song of hers coming out Friday, don't we, on IITW Radio?
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
were
one of the
just-
first releases.
Yeah, we were just playing that. Put that up, Chris, that first one. Want to pretend?
Yep. I'll knock it down a little bit so you can talk a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, this is her song. I should have asked her if she's playing piano on this.
Yeah, we'll have to make it a point to ask her when we talk to her.
It's not even supposed to be released until Friday.
Nope.
I'm trying to dig myself out, but the hole just seems so deep. I'm trying to figure it out, letting go of feelings I can't keep. Don't wanna give up, don't wanna feel down.
God, what an amazing voice.
Giving
Oh, she's
in
incredible.
some time for now. Wanna pretend they get up, like I could be good enough. Don't wanna lose this game, I'm tired of the same old chase. What about me?
You know, if you listen to country or rock or anything, you can still listen to her music and enjoy it.
You can't begin to know how it feels looking at me, 'cause it's all just pretend.
Let it go through to the chorus.
Yeah, what's the chorus?
That was, of course.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It's one of those songs where you want to keep listening to it.
Oh, I know. You don't want to stop.
Yeah, but I told her, we can't play the whole thing because it's not.
Do you know how hard it is? Because, I've already got it downloaded and ready to play for Friday. It's killing me because I don't want to listen to the whole thing because I'm afraid I'm going to give it away to everybody.
I know.
I love this song.
36 more hours. But yeah, what a great kid or young lady. She's not a kid anymore. I guess 16 there. I don't know. I get confused on the whole thing, but man, I wished I could sing like that.
As of 8 a.m. in the morning, it'll be playing every hour on Friday, and you can catch it on iitwradio.com. So, or if you download the IITW Radio app on your Android, you'll be able to pick it up there. So.
Yeah, they can listen to it. She said she was so excited last night. She was so cute. We had her on we had to get her up and get. Normally, we try to get the artist up and get them on the video thing so that we're ready for the next day when they come on the air. And she was on last night with 10 o'clock.
Yeah, right about 10 our time. Yeah, because she's an hour behind us.
Yeah, she'd just gotten out of I guess the musical, and between all the umpteen thousand things she's involved in. And she was so cute. She was like, I can't wait for, Thursday. Her mom said Friday, and then she said, no, Thursday at midnight, Friday at midnight, Friday morning. Her parents have done a great job of raising her, too. The kid has a lot of respect. She's always, yes, sir, no, sir, thank you. I mean, what a great kid.
Also, you can go on iitwradio.com, and if you look under the radio player on the right-hand side and scroll down, you will see a place where you guys can vote for Alyssa Caroline. Listen to our artists, find your top 10. You want to help us get to the top 10. The more that you vote, the higher our artists get, and the more often you'll hear them play, because we have over 4,000. So you guys are the ones who determine who you hear on the IITW radio.
Yeah.
So, and we have new things every day. We have, new... Pretty much every week we're adding new artists, so make sure you guys come back and check things out every day.
And for my cardiologists, if you're listening, it is water. People are going, what do you have in that red cup? Oh, by the way, I want to thank Annette, BB, Lydia, for this Alabama cup. Where's it at? In the thing there. I use this every night. Except for that little hole. It keeps shooting water up my nose.
Just stick your finger over the hole while you're drinking.
Yeah, then I look like Hitler. Stay away from that. No, I love this little cups. I mean, I don't even know who it is. I'm not going to give them I'm not going to give them props though on it, but these things keep stuff cold all day. But she gave me that for the radio shows, which works pretty good. If you guys can find one of these, you can buy it. I'll have to ask her where she got it from next time I talk to her. Okay, what do we got? What do we got lined up for tonight?
Let's see.
I was hoping to have her on for a full hour. I was kind of
Yeah, she's got a busy schedule, though, unfortunately.
But yeah, she's going to be doing music in Nashville. I'm not going to hold her up for that. Oh, Bill Cosby's mugshot? We could go to that.
Yeah, did you see that, his first night in jail, he didn't take that too well?
I guess not.
Yeah, he was saying that, everybody was kind of against him. He felt so distraught his first night, from what I understand.
Oh, I feel so bad for him. It's kind of hard to commit sex acts and then have me feel happy for you. I mean, feel bad for you.
Okay, so your personal opinion. A lot of people said he was too old to go to jail. What's your personal opinion on that one?
You do the crime, you're gonna pay the. You do the crime, pay the time. I mean, all the money the man could have had, and he took advantage of it. I don't care if he was 150 years old. And you take advantage of little kids, and you're gonna dope them up and stuff. I haven't said anything about this up to this point. Because I only, I believe in the justice system. It's like with Kavanaugh right now. Got this other woman coming forward. All these people. The man had a full schedule. He has his, for you guys that haven't seen it, he had on his thing, he had a calendar with everything that he did on. His mom's a prominent attorney. She made sure that, he had his crap together when he was little. I mean, he even put down the dates of the parties that he was at, somebody's birthday party, going to the lake for the weekend with Dad, blah, 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 blah. So, and this is stuff that they already verified. The ink has not been messed with. The pencil has not been messed with. You can tell it was. And now you got all these people coming out. I'm not saying that the women don't believe it was him, but all the ones that I've heard so far, they were at a party, they were drunk. So I don't believe in accusing anybody. Let him have his day in court, or let him have his, his say. Let them have their say, and then just move on with it. Do I think the man was guilty? No, not with all the evidence I've seen, and with the, attorney for Stormy Daniels.
Oh goodness, I can't think of his name.
Yeah, dirtbag.
Well, that pretty much works.
Yeah, he's got somebody else to come out today, but she was drunk, and you know, somebody else saw his penis, but they're not sure it was his penis, and she tried contacting everybody, and the attorneys, they're like, well, you sure it was him? You know, okay, well, I remember now after 3 weeks of testimony. I'm not going to get into all that crap tonight, but what do I think about Mr. Pudding Pop? I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
I'm in a good mood from having Alyssa on here, so
I think he's in the best place possible.
I'll save it for Friday night, but
yeah.
Bill, enjoy the ear nibbling tonight. Yeah, you're going to sexually molest
said he
kids.
felt under attack, so.
He felt under attack. I hope he gets attacked. I mean, he drugged kids and then had sex with them. And then tried to buy them off and stuff. A child molester is a freaking child molester. Good luck, Bill. Hope you get the full 30 years. If I never see you again, I'll be happy. Mr. Jello Papa. What else do we got? Because that guy pisses me off. We'll save that for Friday night show. What's pissing me off?
Okay, next one. I love this guy. Okay, no, not what he did, but like what his whole reasoning. He's like, this officer watches a suspect throw a man over a bridge, throw contraband over the bridge, but then he denies everything. And the officer's like, I saw you do it. But like, to still the guy. Now let's watch the officer's actual footage. This is the officer's footage, and see what you think. Did the guy win, or did he lose on this argument?
X-ray 6-7 Central. On the ground. Main Street Bridge. I just got a male. Throw another male over the bridge. I got one at gunpoint.
He just jumped over.
On the ground. Get on your belly right now. Get on your belly right now. Get on your belly right now. On your right now.
He didn't do anything though.
He's lucky he didn't get his butt shot right there. Looked like a gun to me.
This is in Daytona Beach, by the way.
Hey, sir. Now I want to tell me what's across the street, man. You see the whole thing.
7 Central.
You got me, sir.
It was 30 feet to the water, by the way, that the man was thrown.
The male in the water looks code 4. He's swimming.
I ain't going nowhere, sir.
Yeah, he threw a guy over the bridge.
I felt threatened, sir.
You just threw a male over the bridge.
He jumped over the bridge.
I watched you. I'm right here.
Where my bike at? Hey, tell me, bro. Explain shit, dog. Cause I was just going across the way, dog. What the fuck?
He just threw that dude over the bridge, bro.
No, I did not. I'm not even that
It's on
strong,
camera.
Dog. Please, I want you to have no camera, cause he just assaulted me, dog. He ain't shit top.
And then when I came up,
somebody.
he's gonna get charged with destruction of evidence too, because he just threw a bunch of shit into the water.
But what are you charging them with, dog?
I'm
charging you. Assaulting me the whole time.
I'm gonna charge you with attempted murder, motherfucker.
They was assaulting me. You better ask that nigga. Hey, excuse me, sir. In front of me, while you're not talking to one, can you please ask the witness across the street what happened? All I did was punch him in the face when you came up, bro. He went over by his damn self.
You gotta love the guy. I mean, he's throwing every defense out there in the world. But it was all on camera. Oh my goodness.
Man, destroy no evidence. You threw evidence over the bridge. You said you threw weed over the bridge.
When I said that?
You just said it right now.
I did? Yeah. I said I threw my money over the bridge. I'm trying to get some weed.
This gentleman's name is Derek Goodwin. He was 21, by the way.
The money still folded up. Ain't there. I got $6, dog. They was with me.
That's a pick up and throw, okay? If you guys can't see this, go to iitwradio.com and check it out. It's a pick up and throw him over the bridge.
I punched him in the face and he fell over the bridge.
It says Derek Goodwin, 21, was charged with aggravated battery, causing bodily harm, bodily and disorderly conduct, according to an arrest report. Goodwin was being held without bond on Monday at the Volusia County branch jail. Goodwin denied he tossed the man off the span. Said he jumped over the bridge, but Daytona police officer Christopher Mayer told a different story, and his body camera video also appeared to show Goodwin pushing a man off the bridge. Said,
I want to know if they found his weed.
He said that
the guy's probably down there that he threw off the bridge. Look what I got, and you going to jail.
Said that the gentleman who was thrown off over the bridge swam to a pylon and clung to it till someone on a rowboat picked him up and brought him to shore. He suffered a small cut under his right eye and blood on the eye, but other than that, he's pretty good. He declined to press charges, though.
30 feet, that's 3 stories. You go jump off a 3-story building on the concrete. That's what's like hitting the water at 30 feet. Unless he dove or landed feet first, but I'm sure he splattered sideways.
But of course, that guy, he jumped.
I want to know what happened to the man's weed. His cig of weed. It's floating down the thing. You guys do not pick it up because you will get charged with it. Leave it float. Let the fishes eat it.
Oh, you mean like the ones that they're still looking for, that lady?
Yeah, they never did find her, by the way.
No,
so
the one that's on the beach. All the weed that's washing up on the beach over there in Flagler.
Hundreds of pounds of weed washing up on the beach. This guy is the one that tossed it. Go find him. Good Lord.
So,
Um,
what do we got next? Let's see what Chris has pulled up.
That's the peddler.
Oh, I didn't get a chance on this one. If you want to go ahead and put the video up, I'll go over it.
let's be human first. What's this guy doing?
This is a panhandler. So
This guy was sitting in that wheelchair a little bit ago in front of Walmart here in Post Falls. He's got a patch on his eye. Sitting in a wheelchair. I just watched him get out of the wheelchair, wheel it across, push it across the road. Now he's unloading it and putting stuff in his trunk. Probably all the cash he got from people.
It looks like he's walking pretty good to me.
Eye. And the sign said, "Thanks, U.S. Marines."
U.S. Panhandler.
Yeah.
Definitely appears to not need the wheelchair.
Yeah, I've seen enough of this. Take that down.
Yeah, it's apparently some people do just about anything for money. A resident of Ohio is giving a stern warning to others about being duped into giving money
Well, I'm going
to
tell you guys.
panhandlers.
I'm going to tell you guys right now. If you live in Palaca, there's a couple of guys that panhandle there, and you'll see them out in front of Hitchcock's. The real homeless people and our real veterans are not out doing this kind of crap. Now, I busted a guy a few years ago over at Walmart in Palaca. He was sitting right out there. Now, Scott over there, I talk to Scott all the time. Scott is an amazing manager over there. He helps. Matter of fact, I've got to go pick up a pallet of water from him tomorrow that they're donating for our local firefighters and stuff up here. But Scott donates. He's helped. No matter what it is, the man is always willing to help out. He's a great manager. And, we say stuff about Walmart joking around all the time, and I know everybody talks about the Walmart Hall of Shame where these people walk in. That's not his fault. That some people go in there underdressed and in their boxers or whatever, but he tries to keep the panhandlers out of the parking lot. I know that. So a couple years ago, they had a panhandler, and you guys will probably know him. He sits there with a white dog, been sitting there forever. I think he's got a different dog now. But I watched this guy, and I sat at the end by the tire place, myself and my two children, my two that are still left at home. And I took pictures of this guy. He's sitting there panhandling. He's getting people come up and giving him money all day long. People are stopping in the McDonald's there. They're handing him bags of food. He's taking and throwing those in the trash. So I watched this guy sit there, and I went up and asked him if I could do an interview. I said, look, all right, now I'll give you a $100 bill if you just let me interview you and write an article about you. No, I ain't got time for this. I'm like, well, no, you're a Marine, you're a veteran. Let me write an article about you. I ain't got time for this. He goes walking off. He walks through the bushes behind. At that time, it was Radio Shack there. Behind there, he thinks he loses me. I walk back to my truck. There's my Jeep. Walk back to the Jeep. Get in and pull over to the parking lot. The guy has a bright red pickup truck that is a lot newer than anything I drive, and it looked like it may be a year old. And he pulls out one of these Zephyr Hill bottled water, 5-gallon. You guys have seen them, the water cooler things, the 5-gallon water cooler things. He's filling that up with money. I mean, just unloading his pockets, his bag, and everything. Probably had, and I kid you not, $500 to $1,000 there. I'm not kidding you. He was pulling out money from everywhere. And this bag he had with his dog. Puts his dog in the back seat, hands him a hamburger, that one of the hamburgers he got. He drives off. I follow him to this house right down the road from Walmart. And he pulls in to the subdivision, goes back there. Beautiful house. He pulls up to it. I watched another guy come out of that house. He walks in with his Zephyr Hills bottled water thing. He walks into the house, comes back out. Another guy does, with an empty big container like that. Puts it in a truck, gets in the same truck, and drives off. Now, the guy that owns the house is taking these people that are homeless, letting them stay in a home, but they have to go out and panhandle for them. And then he was giving them all the drugs they wanted. You know, he was helping them out with, oh, here, you need $20 for meth or $50 for crack or whatever it was. I actually got one of them to talk to me about it, and at the time I turned it over to Jeff Hardy, and I believe they busted a guy. It's people like that. If you go up to Walmart tonight, you want to truly give to homeless people, there's a guy sitting up there and go into the back of the parking lot. There's two people that really need help up there. And I wasn't going to say anything about this. I don't like, you know, exploiting anybody. There's two people that are living in Walmart parking lot right now. And Scott, the manager, hasn't thrown them out. I take my hat off to him because he knows that they're not drug addicts. And I've talked to these two people. They don't want to be there. But they're down on their luck. They both came down from up north, thought they had a job. The job fell through. I mean, they worked there for a couple of weeks. Then the company that they went to work for did a bunch of laying off, which is pretty common in Putnam County. I mean, things get switched around. These two people need help. If you guys want to help them, go back there. You'll see the vehicles parked in them very back. They're backed into there, and they get out. They're looking for jobs. Anybody's got a job in Putnam County and wants to hire two good workers, one's a female and one's a guy. Neither one of them are drug addicts and neither one of them are alcoholics. They're not out there asking for money. They're not asking for anything. And they wanted to know if there was a food stamp office so they could apply so they could get them something to eat. Long story short, I got them a little bit of food. I'm going to try to get them, you know, if you guys have a job, I'm going to call a couple of businesses and see what we can do. People like that are not going to be panhandlers. You know, most of these panhandlers, I'm not saying all of them, but if you see a thing that says a veteran panhandling, look at their shoes. Look at their watch. If they have a new watch on and they have newer shoes and they got a brand new backpack, they're not hurting for money. Don't give them anything. Offer them a job. You want to see if they're panhandlers or if they're sincere? Tell them you'll have them come to your house and rake leaves for $20 and watch them split. Let's get off
I
of
always
that.
offered him food. I'd give him a sandwich before I'd give him money.
You know, when we got real people that need help, and some of these guys now, I remember reading a survey, and from what I've done in the last 10, 15 years on these panhandlers and stuff, most of these guys are making $300 and $400 and $500 a day, depending on where they're located at. Some of them in Orlando, $500, $600 a day. Don't give them any money. When you're right up there, tell them, say, I'll give you something to eat. Or say, hey, you want a job? I'll give you a job. If they are truly homeless and really need the money, but you watch and mark my words, they'll say, I got a job, man. It's right here. So it's a bunch of crap is what it is.
Okay, next we got one more story left for the night, since we're going to have a short show tonight. We got an inmate who defrauded the jail with a misspelled check. Okay, this guy was close to ripping off the Volusia County Branch Jail commissary with a fake Volusia County Department of Corrections check. The main thing was it was misspelled. It said that Volusia County Sheriff's Office's 34-year-old Ryan Athey was already in jail, booked on September 10th for driving with a suspended license and attempting to flee and elude when he passed a fake check of $350.24 to the Branch Jail commissary. It said it wouldn't be too long before officials noticed that the check said County of Volusia. It's Voulisa. He deliberately spelled it wrong. But by the time they caught the mistake, he had already spent the entire amount of the check. Athey told investigators that he knew the check was fake, which is why he never tried to cash it prior to being taken into custody. He claims that he never asked for the check to be deposited, but he never stated to the jail staff that the check was fake. He was then charged with forgery and grand theft.
AKA eyebrows. How you got to pass a check to the sheriff's department?
That takes some balls.
Yeah. Oh, here, I've got a check. Let me go ahead and make this a bigger felony. How much was the check for?
$350.24.
Wow, for you people that are writing bad checks, anything in the state of Florida over $100 is a felony.
Yes.
You will get a nice set of shiny wrist bracelets and spend a night or two at the Gray Bar Motel. Then you will go up in front of one of the judges. It's going to make you feel like an idiot when you have to walk around with a sign in front of you in front of the Putnam County Courthouse. Speaking of which, we got any word on when Nikki Cummings goes to court?
Actually, we have this evening. I have some stuff coming up tonight about that, so we're supposed to know. I think it's the 28th.
Well, Friday night we'll talk about it. Friday night we have a show, guys, gals, coming up. What's pissing me off? Every Friday night I get to rant and rave. If you want to write in, well, we might take some phone calls. I got a new phone system coming in, so we're going to start taking a bunch of phone calls.
Well, they can always write in on the chat. When you guys are on YouTube, you can always write in the chat section.
Well, I want to hear these guys call in and go, "You suck. Trump sucks. Tammy sucks. The Putnam Way sucks."
That gentleman was a trip. That one's the best.
Oh, so, yeah. That guy.
Yeah, why don't we plan for
I want to get him on the radio.
On Friday night.
I'm going to call him Suck Man.
We will put the phone number in the chat section on Friday night for you guys to call in. So
I don't know if I want to do that, though.
That's okay. We'll have fun. We'll see.
I don't care if you guys hate me.
We'll see.
Call in. I want to get Mama B in here, too. I got to give my shout-outs real quick. Holy crap, where is the time gone? We only have
we've had a fun night
about
tonight.
2 minutes before we got to close out. You guys can catch us on itwradio.com. You guys can catch us on Facebook, ITW Radio. Go to Facebook. We also have a news station. If you want to keep up on local and national news, you can go to the THE Putnam Way. I need to write that on a board so I can show it up here.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
I know you have that fancy little board over there.
Give me a couple seconds.
The Putnam Way. My partner Tammy, she keeps that up and going. You guys say a prayer for her. She said I got choked up the other night, so I'm not going to go into a whole lot of that. She's got some problems going on. I got to do my shout outs. Let's see. I'll give Annette, Lydia Beebe, her shout out first, and Audrey, her daughter, Mr. Steve and his wife, his daughter, Rachel, Gary, and Tiffany. Those people are all up in Louisiana. And then we have my niece. Oh, I can't forget Aiden. Little Aiden. He watches the show every night. He's one of our best listeners. It's Mama B's grandson. I'm going to get Mama B on there. I love her to death. Who else do I got to give? Oh, Cindy Shaw. Got to give her a shout out. You guys, make sure you support our veterans. Oh, my niece Rosie. You haven't called me in a few days, sweetheart.
Best I could do in a hurry.
Okay, let me see if I can
you
do this.
You can see it's dirty. I've been writing notes all night. Down, 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 down. Wow, you made it. Perfect. You finally got it.
Why don't we do a picture of my face on this thing?
That'd be kind
of
scary.
Do a cartoonature.
You can check us out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, The Putnam Way, and IITW Radio. So
it's out of there.
Or IITWradio.com. Like I said, we have different things every day. There's giveaways. There's a 30 days of 30 giveaways. Make sure you check out the website, check out Facebook, and see what we got going.
When you go on YouTube, make sure you hit that, what is it, Chris, a bell?
It's the notification bell, yes. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification.
Yeah, that way we can give you. I want to thank our firefighters. You guys support your local firefighters. Support your EMS and your first responders. When you see a veteran or a cop, walk up and thank them for their service. A firefighter, walk up and thank them for their service. Especially our veterans. You know, these guys went to war. They fought for our freedoms and stuff. You see a sticker on a car that says a veteran or POW or whatever, go up and thank them for their service. It means a lot to them. To our sheriff's department in Putnam County, shout out to Joe Wells. I love that guy.
Amen.
And also to all the other ones too. The ones that are up there still in South Carolina.
The Harmons.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the ones that are up there for the police department right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, nice.
And the ones that are deployed, Ron and them that just got back. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
And then at the end, catch our ads while the music is playing. We're going to close out with Alyssa Caroline. How much seconds I got left? 5 seconds? Okay, 4, 3, 2. Watch the ads. And we'll see you back here on Friday night at 7:30 to 9:30 on Friday night. And we're going to go ahead and give away something Friday night. I don't know what you want to give away. A crock pot?
We can give away a crock pot. I thought we were going to give away one of those Bubba books.
We'll give away a Bubba book and a crock pot. What the hell?
Okay.
All right, we will see you. I don't have to go home, but we will see you Friday night, God willing. The creek don't rise and the government don't get me first. I got to get out of here, guys. Good night. We love you.
Night, y'all.
It's Alyssa Caroline's Bumping the Road. Oh.
We start out crawling, but each day is a climb. We run in circles, trying to leave it behind.
What a voice this kid has.
Moving in motion, going through the notions of escaping time.
Makes me want to bounce up and down. My feet are tapping.
Let loose, we're in this world. Most are crazy and few turn out. Step back and look around. Let's forget all we know. We're catching dreams, releasing the nightmares, shining the light where the shadows hide. We're running free, just being teenage dreamers without a care. We are everywhere. Oh, 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 oh. We're just
That's catching dreams.
Life can be hard, but that's when we gotta push through. You might get your hands dirty, forget about your worries and try another point of view. Let loose, we're in this world. Most are crazy and few turn out. Step back and look around. Let's forget all we know. We're catching dreams, releasing the nightmares, shining the light where the shadows hide. We're running free, just being teenage dreamers without a care. We are everywhere. Oh, 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 oh. We're just catching dreams. Oh, 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 oh. We're just catching dreams. Yeah. We're catching dreams, releasing the